What's up, guys, and welcome back to another Marvel Monday episode where we're going through the MCU in release order. Today, we'll be discussing Doctor Strange, the multiverse.
In the multiverse of madness.
Whatever, in the madness of verses.
Yeah.
Matt, give us the rundown here.
IMDb sitting at a 6.9 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes, 73% critics, 85% audience. Budget of $4.9 million. $414.9 million. That's crazy. Box office of $955.8 million. Director was Sam Raimi, who you may or may not have known, directed the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man trilogy.
I do know that.
Well, you do know that. That's crazy. And Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness released in theaters May 6th, 2022. Connor.
I'm surprised I did that well, actually, for box office. Just shy of $1 billion for Doctor Strange's second film. People must have really liked the first one.
I mean, I really
and
enjoyed
hyped
it
for the
overall.
multiverse, I guess.
Yeah.
The general plot. Now, there's a lot going on here, so I'm going to try and get through it relatively quick. We start off with Doctor Strange attending the wedding of his former love, Christine Palmer. Just wasn't meant to be, really. He got blipped, and she fell in love with someone while he was blipped. What you gonna do?
Feels bad, man. Don't get blipped.
We also still have the kind of that weird relationship with Strange and Wong, because Wong is the Sorcerer Supreme. Not Strange, due to, once again,
the blip.
Being blipped. And Doctor Strange has a dream of himself and a young girl, America Chavez, in what appears to be the mirror dimension or some sort
pocket
of
dimension of some sort,
where he ends up trying to kill her and take her powers.
A different version of him.
He doesn't know that at that
True.
time. Then he actually meets the girl, and it turns out that your dreams are actually just dreams of you in another universe. That was get around that one.
Yep.
It is also revealed that the true threat is Wanda Maximoff, as she has the Dark Book, the Dark Hold, which is the ancient book of dark magic that she's been using to keep her family alive. This happens after.
This is post WandaVision.
Yes. We noted that this is post WandaVision, which we'll get into the negatives about that. But at this point, she no longer has her kids.
Yes.
That she had in her WandaVision.
Yes.
TV show. And she's using the Darkhold to basically try and either get kids / take over / kill another version of herself to get the kids.
It's not quite explained.
She just wants the kids, and she'll
do whatever she has to do.
She's willing to do pretty well anything to do that. America's powers are basically to travel across the multiverse. She can't really control exactly where she's going, even though conveniently they go to every place they need to go.
Pish posh
applesauce. During this, Wanda attacks the stronghold, the Carmitage, and slaughters all the defenders. We end up jumping through a bunch of different multiverse carousel of jumping through, seeing how different universes work. And in doing so, we end up on Earth 838, where the Illuminati exists. And then we have a fun little Illuminati fight.
Yep.
Can you call it a fight? A slaughter. We have an Illuminati slaughtered. But it was cool to see the members of the Illuminati.
Yep.
Even if it was short-lived. And then we end up having kind of the climax with a fight with Doctor Strange and Wanda. Doctor Strange dreamwalking, Wanda dreamwalking, and then Wanda sacrifices herself because she realized, oops, this is wrong, and I have to sacrifice myself to destroy the book or stop the spell. And yeah, so basically it ends up with America still being alive because it's originally it seemed like they were going to sacrifice her to do this, but Wanda does it instead. And everything's a-okay.
I guess.
Yeah, the ending's
Yeah.
a bit anticlimactic that way, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, there's all of a sudden a temple regarding the Scarlet Witch, and then that's where she uses all her powers, and then Wong gets his butt kicked, and then
Well, that happens during like
the power of friendship.
I don't know if I'd say the power of friendship or more the power of
Plot.
the love of one's kids shows because
Yeah.
Wanda sees how the kids are reacting to her because she is not that version of the kid's mom.
Yeah.
And she sees how she isn't their mom. It doesn't matter if she replaces them because their mom in their universe is their mom.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like a punch in her gut to reality. And then she kind of sacrifices herself to save the day of the stuff she caused.
Yeah. What are your likes?
I liked the X-Men theme playing.
Yes.
That was a fun little Easter egg when we have Professor X plus the wheelchair.
The wheelchair, very 90s. The whole yellow.
It's like the levitating chair.
Yep.
So that was very cool. Along with Illuminati in general, it was cool to kind of see which version they went with and with characters. Obviously some fun fan casts.
John Krasinski, baby.
That were used. And that's about it.
Fair. I got I think the Souls of the Damned and the Minotaur Sorcerer looked good. Those are a couple of the special effects I didn't mind.
When was the Minotaur?
He was like he was just one of the sorcerers. He was like the green Minotaur.
Green Minotaur
dude.
Sorcerer. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because in my negatives, I have a lot of the CG was not great. I think of the one-eyed Cyclopsy thing near the start of the film.
Yeah, the Starro.
That was very out of place looking.
Very out of place looking. I do like the dialogue between Wong and Strange during that fight, but the actual monster does not look the best. And then I'm just a big fan of the guy who did the score for this film.
The score was very solid, I will say.
Danny Elfman does a great job. Danny Elfman's known for the 90s Batman films, the Tobey Maguire trilogy. He does a lot of films with Sam Raimi.
I guess another thing I would put in the likes is both obviously Marvel had to greenlight it and Sam Raimi. They kind of went a little bit out of the box for the general Marvel.
More of a horror inspired film.
Yeah, it really wasn't horror, but it was a little darker than your average MCU film.
Little jump scares here and there.
Trying something a little different.
Yeah.
I can appreciate that.
I appreciate something different.
Yeah. Any other likes?
No, that's it.
Okay. Dislikes. I had obviously there was some really not great CGI. To be fair, there were also some good scenes of pretty great CGI, but generally I would say it was on the weaker side.
Yep.
Especially if you're comparing it to the first Doctor Strange film.
Definitely.
Massive downgrade, I feel, when I was watching it.
Biggest downgrade has got to be the third eye.
Oh, the third eye looks
just
so
bad.
It looks so bad. Not truly needed, but kind of heavily suggested that you watch WandaVision.
Yeah, I think it bugs me a bit because when Strange first meets Wanda, he's like, I don't need to hear what happened in Westview. But you need to know what happened in Westview.
I feel like there's a lot of people who are not watching the shows, and it would, if you could just tell it in a few sentences of back and forth dialogue, go for it.
Then it's whatever. But you can't just be like, yeah, I don't need to know what happened in your show. But then if you don't, then you don't understand why she wants children all of a sudden.
So bad, yeah.
Because you see her
from the last time you see Wanda
fighting Thanos
to now, you're like, what the heck happened? Why is she evil? Like, okay, yeah, she's corrupt by the book, but why did she get corrupted by the book?
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with that.
There could have been a couple minutes of dialogue.
That's even like Wanda's like a flip of the switch bad all of a sudden off screen.
Yep.
For a lot of people. And not just that, she also sacrifices herself to save the day.
You're like, okay, I guess.
Pacing's all over the place.
Yes, the film dragged on in certain parts, and then other parts were just way too fast.
Went right through it.
Yeah.
America Chavez, very extremely convenient plot convenience with her power, with the character as a whole. Just I feel like it could have been dealt with a little bit better and maybe used them in a more creative way. It just felt like the only time she was using her powers was when they needed to go to the other universe that they needed to go to. Even though it's explicitly said multiple times, oh, I can't use my power. I can't
control it under high emotion only.
So I didn't love that. Illuminati got wrecked.
Waste.
feels like the Illuminati's probably, smarter than people give them credit for, better, stronger. Although I will say, Wanda, especially as the Scarlet Witch, is a very powerful character in comics as well as in the MCU.
Literally.
So it is also cool some of the ways she did beat the characters. Black Bolt
getting rid of his mouth,
the turning like Mr. Fantastic into like Silly String. Even like the way she kills Professor X is
that is the best part of that scene is Charles going into her mind and then just
and it seems okay at first.
Yeah.
And then no. And then he's done. Like, oh. So it was both good and bad, where you're kind of like, it definitely showed how powerful she was, especially with how arrogant they were being. Like, we're prepared. It's gonna be fine. The only threat is you, Doctor Strange.
Yeah. I did enjoy that subtle twist of like, oh, the Doctor Strange in this one killed Thanos, and you're like, no, actually,
we gave him credit for being a hero, but
he's corrupted his ass.
Yeah. I have down that I just am not enjoying this running gag anymore of Wand being the Sorcerer Supreme. We see him get wrecked.
Yeah.
I'm sure from how long he's been part of the mystic arts and whatnot, he's very skilled and well versed.
I mean,
but
he was a librarian 10 years ago.
He's not as strong as Doctor Strange. I just feel like the second Doctor Strange is back, that he would just give up that title.
He would take it over.
I think it was kind of like a funny joke, like, by a technicality, but
just give the title back.
Yeah, I generally feel like we've seen you get wrecked a couple times now at this point. Yeah. And Doctor Strange at least held his own. He also lost a couple times, but generally he is made out to be a lot stronger.
Yep, I agree.
And it seems like the Sorcerer Supreme, maybe he's better at like the paperwork and other stuff, but it seems like it just goes to the strongest sorcerer. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not loving the gag.
Yeah.
Favorite moment?
Oh, I got dislikes.
Oh, you have more dislikes?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think the script writing for a lot of Wanda's lines, especially near the beginning, was just not that good. Of just like, this was me being nice. After she's already slaughtered a bunch of people. And you're like, I don't know. You
have to remember it's not really Wanda.
I know she's getting corrupted by the Darkhold.
Yeah.
But just some of the line delivery just wasn't good in my opinion.
Yeah, you didn't enjoy it?
Like, it felt like she didn't want to be there.
Maybe she did.
Maybe she just didn't care. And then this is like a severe nitpick of just like getting to the Scarlet Witch area.
Yep.
And then she just delivers, this is not a tomb, it's a throne. And you're like, actually, I'm pretty sure it's just a shrine.
Okay, so you didn't like some of the one-liners.
Yeah, a lot of the Wanda dialogue was not that good. Favorite moments, though.
Music note fight.
I have it called literally the Danny Elfman fight. Because it's so
music
good.
Note fight. That is the best part.
Yep.
I guess you could say it's fun, the zombie Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
He's like, no one said I had to take over a live
body.
Which is fun. Something different, especially, he's like kind of, being a hypocrite by dreamwalking, but like not as bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, the music note fight was
so good.
It was done very well, looked good. Yeah. But that was it for favorite moments. Importance to the MCU. Well, no more Scarlet Witch.
Supposedly. I have a theory, but that's okay.
Introduction of consequences when it comes to the multiverse and traveling through it. And
I have incursions, ?
Yeah.
That may or may not come into play for Doomsday.
Well, at this point, there's no such thing as Doomsday.
True.
Right? Because at this point, we are going to a different Avengers.
We are going into Avengers Kang Dynasty.
That's correct. Because this is going to be, we'll talk about it at near the end of Phase 4, but Spider-Man and this are the strongest, I guess maybe even Eternals, if you want, are the most impacted towards building up to this new Avengers threat.
Yes.
And Ant-Man when we get there.
Yes, but that's Phase 5, so.
But just in general, like, these are the ones that's like,
this is the multiverse saga for sure.
Starting to fool around with the multiverse a lot.
Yeah.
To play into what will be the new Avengers film, that will be what we're trying to build into.
Yeah.
Which obviously nowadays we know will not be the case.
Yep.
Which is unfortunate because basically a waste of a lot of films and the way they built, and shows like Loki.
Yeah.
We also have America Chavez.
Yes.
Which I don't believe we've seen since.
We have not seen since, no. Because right now she's just training at Cosmetol.
but maybe in the second Shang-Chi movie. Maybe in another Doctor Strange film.
Who's to say?
Maybe. What do you got for Easter eggs there?
One more importance is that Doctor Strange has a third eye, and he's becoming more corrupted because of the Darkhold. And this is kind of the post-credit scene, but also kind of important. He jumps into a portal, which looks like the Dormammu realm we see from the first one. And that is also an Easter egg because the person that he runs into is Clea, who is his sister in the comics. And we do get a conversation that happens earlier in the movie about how his sister died.
I guess we'll see.
We'll see with that. Easter eggs, obviously the Illuminati, the Ultron bots, the Tommy.
Ultron bots were fun.
Yeah, Ultron bots was really cool. The children of Tommy and Billy.
Mhm.
Probably the biggest and most common Easter egg is Bruce Campbell, who is in every single one of Sam Raimi's films.
Very
in this
nice.
movie, he was the pizza dude who kept punching himself.
Who's also the second post-credit scene.
Yep. But he's also in the whole Tom Maguire trilogy. He's the announcer.
Fair
He's
enough.
the restaurant guy.
He's in every one of his
He's
films.
in every one of his films. Post-credit scenes, yes.
So, as you mentioned, first one is, I wrote down, we see Doctor Strange and some cosmic, crazy, bad CGI lady show up, and it reveals his also bad CGI third eye as they walk through a portal. As you already mentioned, you mentioned who she was. You mentioned that it appeared to be Clea. It also appears to be the dimension where Dormammu was in the first, potentially.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens. Hopefully they improve that third eye technology. And then the second one is the spell used on the guy in the street.
Yep.
Punching himself finally ends.
Yep. And then he turns to the screen and goes, "It's over."
And yeah, what do you rate the Doctor Strange into the multiverse?
6.5. 6.5. Definitely closer to the IMDb of 6.9 and not of the 85% for the audience score, that's for sure.
I'm going to say 6.
Yeah. Had potential, had some okay scenes, and then just...
Definitely didn't live up to the first film for Doctor Strange, I would say. But next week, we'll be talking about Thor, Love and Thunder. If you want to check that out, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell so you're notified, and let us know what you thought of Doctor Strange. And are you excited for a potential third one? Let us know. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.